In today's video, we're going to cast a summer solstice spell directly on my nails. Sit tight. Hello, and welcome back to my channel. My name is Gigi. Let's go ahead and just jump right in. I am building a set today. We're going to start with our prep. This and the primer, which is this right here, are both by Mia Secret. And be careful you don't get it on your skin. If you do, wipe it off because that can interfere with your adhesion. Now, my second primer is by Elegance and it's called Tack, and you do cure that for 30 seconds. Now, I'm going to come in with our second Elegance product, and that is their builder gel in the shade Ideal Pink. And I always put this down under all of my nails because especially if the nails are clear, this gives me a very clinging, nice nail bed underneath anything I might do. And this is also what I think of as my protection gel layer, right? No matter what I put on top, color or whatever, it never touches my actual nail bed. So I don't get any staining and I can file off without having to go all the way down to my nail. So it's just the product I use for that. You can use a clear gel or any color, any like nude color that matches your skin tone and that you like. There you go. Now I'm cleaning myself up a little bit because this is a non-dominant application and sometimes you get a little messy, but do be careful as much as you can. Now I'm prepping my form. I like to put the tab at the back for a little extra strength. Then I round it out between my two fingers and connect the two bottom back tabs just like this, trying to make sure that they're lined up correctly and trying really hard to stay in frame. But there's going to be some moments. There you go. there's some moments, especially with my left hand, right? Now I'm just coming in and connecting that last tab under my thumb. And I do have to pop open the part on the top where there's the perforation because my big old thumb, especially on that finger, it just won't do it. It won't do it. So now I'm pinching it down, and I like to do a little pinch underneath, a little pinch at the end, then back to the end, back underneath, back and forth so that I get a nice straight form and I don't get a lot of that buckling that can happen if you're pinching it too hard when you're coming down from the edge, right? Or from the end. Now I'm going to use my Canni PolyGel today for this. I was going through all my PolyGels and I was like, oh shoot, I forgot I had this. And I know I love it so much. One of the things I really like about the Canni that you don't always get in other PolyGels is that the back is smooth. You don't get a lot of that wonky underneath, right? Especially if you work in layers, which I did here on the thumb because the thumb's a little thicker. Although this particular gel is not transparent, but not fully opaque. So it does cure very nicely, even if you lose, even if you do use, a thicker amount. But with this one, I am going to work in layers. But the back, like I was saying, the back of it, where it touches the form, it looks almost like builder gel. It's so shiny under there and very smooth, and it stays that way. So this is honestly one of my favorite polygels. It's firm, which I like. It stays where you put it, which again, that's the point of polygel. It's not super sticky. You can use alcohol with it, which for me, that's a must. If you cannot use alcohol as the slip layer, I'm just not interested in the polygel, especially the ones that you have to use base coat. I don't like that because I like to use my acrylic brush for polygel, and there's a bubble right here we're going to pop. But with base coat, you really can't use the the acrylic brush for it. It just gums up your brush so much, and you really have to clean it out with acetone, which I really don't have to do that often. Once in a while you do, especially if you really were struggling to get the shape you wanted and you used, a lot of alcohol and maybe too much alcohol. If you use too much alcohol, you can definitely start breaking down your polygel. So there's a balancing act to it. And if you start breaking it down, it can get in the bristles, and that can cause you some dirty brush problems, which you don't want. You need a smooth brush. And that's the reason I like an acrylic brush, because it does really smooth that polygel so nicely. And that's what I like. That's what I like. So as you can see, I'm just patting it into shape, smoothing down, just using the brush to its best advantage. And with the acrylic brush, you can really use the barrel of the brush to help pat everything into place as you need to. It just gives you that little extra bit of control, at least for me. I've tried to use the ones that come with the polygel, and I always end up using those for builder gel. There you go. I like to do things the way I like to do them. So now we're coming in with our second layer after curing that first one, because we did not quite get the apex that we need. And I'm just using, like I said before, the barrel of that brush to pull down and get a little bit of thinness at the bottom there. Here we go. And it just presses it into shape so nice. And then with a little extra alcohol, you can come in and smooth everything out and make it look beautiful. We are, of course, going to do filing after this, and I am going to include my filing routine on this video. I managed to get most of it, so I thought I would share it with you guys. I don't normally share my non-dominant filing routine. Honestly, I don't always share the filing routine because it takes a little time. But we are only going to focus on the thumbnail today. We are not doing any of the other building on camera. I don't even really have the footage for it. So if you want it, I'm sorry, you can't have it. But we can always do it another time. If that's something that you like, make sure that you let me know below, because I can't give you what you want if I don't know what it is. Right? Right. Okay, so we're just coming in, and I like to see, I'm wiping the brush off on both sides to make sure that you can make sort of a point that you can get into that space in between the nail and your sidewall, your skin, your cuticle, and just to help you make sure you're not touching anything before you cure. And we are just about done here, smoothing everything out and getting the shape that makes me happy. Oh, I love this polygel. It's so nice. And again, that's by Canni. This color is crystal pink. And as always, everything that we use in today's video will be listed in the description. So right before I started this video or this voiceover, I got an email from YouTube that we have a new community that we can have together, me and all of you that subscribe to the channel. So that's really exciting. I'm going to check it out and see what that's all about. I think they're trying to do something with the posting, and because all my posts are in there, not my videos, but the little posts that I will post for you guys sometimes. I think almost none of you see those, which I blame YouTube, honestly. So now I'm coming in, but we'll investigate that community thing together as I figure out what it is. Okay, guys? Anyway, we're going to come in and just do my quick filing routine on this nail. And again, non-dominant application here. So if it looks a little wonky, that's because it is. It's wonky AF, guys. So I'm just coming in. I like to hit the side walls first, and then I like to smooth over the top. I know that doing that motion with your e-file is controversial. I know that some channels don't like it. Now we're switching over to the finishing file before I continue that controversy. And I like to do the sidewalls first and then come around and hit that cuticle real gentle. Hit the edge to make, yeah, the edge, the free edge, to make sure it's nice and sharp and exactly the length I want it. And then it's just a matter of smoothing everything out. Okay. And my favorite motion is this one, where you start from the sidewall and then round over the top to give yourself a nice barrel shape. That's the whole filing routine. So back to the controversy. Like on Young Nails, I can't think of the guy's name. I don't really watch Young Nails anymore, for my own reasons that I won't go into here. But Greg, is it Greg? He always preaches, don't do that. You might go around the nail, blah, blah, blah. If you've been working with an e-file for a long time, your hands are strong enough, that's probably not going to happen. It doesn't really happen to me. I will admit it has, but not anymore so much. And here's that rounding motion again that I really like. And this part is actually sped up quite a bit, you guys, by double time. So if you were wondering why I'm moving at the speed of light, that would be why. But then other nail techs, back to the controversy, other nail techs I see do that all the time. And I know that I really like the way that you're able to smooth out the nail that way and remove a lot of bulk that maybe you're not seeing going the other direction. So if you like doing it that way, do it. If you don't. Practice with your e-file. Always practice on yourself and practice hands and other things before you work on other people, because you don't want to hurt anybody. You need to know what it feels like to touch your skin with that thing. And if you do it on yourself, you're going to figure that out. And there you go. There's that. I'm going to take a drink right now. Let's address the fact real quick that I know this video is late. I have a cold. In case maybe my voice sounds a little wonky, it is. And my throat is very unhappy. It's not the most sore throat I've ever had, but it gets dried out very easily. My nose is ridiculous, and I have a tiny cough. So a summer cold, I'm guessing. I don't know. I haven't had a COVID test or anything. So, but I've had like 6 COVID vaccines since the pandemic. So even if it was COVID, it would probably just be a small cold like it is now. So I'm sorry we're late today and that I sound a little bit wonky and probably a little tired, because I am. So this is a new kit I got from Modelones. I saw it on sale for, I want to say $4.79, you guys. And it's cat eye. And who doesn't love cat eye? Look at that. I'm just going to show you all the colors really fast before we paint my nails. And I'm just going to show you it on the brushes right here, because you can totally see that cat eye working right there on the brush. So no need to use it right now. We're going to use it anyway on my own nails, but only 2 colors. But guys, admire the gorgeousness while I drink this water. Oh, excuse me. I don't want to cough, and so the water is helping my throat feel a little better. And my nose. Oh my goodness. Anyway, look at that. This is not one of the colors we're using today, but I must use this soon. Look at that. It's amazing. This green one is really like a glitter green with the cat eye as well. So that's going to be fun to use. I actually have an idea for something in my brain, and maybe we'll use it for that. Although, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Look at this pink. We're going to use this today, as well as that purple. But you saw the thumbnail. Okay, guys, I've got my little round container out to hold myself still while I paint these nails. This is not by Modelones. This is from the Phoenixy set that I have. Okay, that's where you know this is a non-dominant application. Look at that. Look at that awesome smoothness. And there is just something about this middle finger today that it got touched frequently. That's all I can say. I did not do a great job. However, I'm sick. I'm sick while I'm doing this. So I cut myself a break on that, right? It's not the worst cold I've ever had, but I'm not happy. And we are going to do 2 coats of this beautiful pink by Phoenixy. And the purple we're going to use is also by Phoenixy. And here's the thing. I might not have needed this for the pink, but I just wanted to use 1 coat and of the pink. And I just thought having a little something underneath it for opacity would make it better. And I'm not upset I did it. So there it is. I think if I had done just the cat eye polish, I would have had to do 2 coats. And I thought, you know, this is going to eliminate that need. And that way I get to use my cat eye polishes even longer, right? Because let's be honest, guys. We all love the cat eye gels. They are amazing. Look at, I don't know what it is with this middle finger. I'm really struggling polishing it, doing everything to it. I'm not sure why. It was making me struggle. But look at how cute that index finger is. And honestly, when I was doing the nails, actually putting them on, that was the one that went on the fastest. I don't know why. I think just because it's the index finger and it's the easiest one to do. And the pinky being the hardest one to do for me. If you do your nails yourself, let me know below. How hard is it for you to do your non-dominant, or have you mastered that? Right? I think I do okay, but I wouldn't say mastered. Okay, here we are coming in with that purple color we're going to use. We're going to do 1 coat of this. It was opaque enough that I felt we didn't need anything else with the cat eye on top. But that purple cat eye is definitely more sheer than the pink cat eye. So I'm glad I put the purple down because in the end, it really looks good. I was totally out of frame putting the purple on the thumb. So I do apologize. There's no footage of that. But I think you can see as I put this on that it really, having that purple underneath really helps. I will say this purple cat eye is a lot less glowy than the pink one. But I'm not mad at it. It's so pretty. I like purple and pink together. I'm really happy that this is the set that I put on to celebrate the solstice this year. I couldn't be happier, honestly. And again, I was a little out of frame there when we started the glow up. And see, this looks like it's pretty good until you see the pink. And then you go, oh yeah, the purple just doesn't have the same punch. And it doesn't. But like I said, I'm not mad about it. It's just something to keep in mind when you're playing with the cat eye. If you really want a punchy look, that glowy glowiness, the purple might not be your best friend. And let's also be 100% transparent with you guys. I am not the best playing with the cat eye, so I need to practice that more. But look at that. I'm not mad. It's real pretty. Let's go ahead and stay with the purple. Of course, I am curing these each individually. I'm not doing the cat eye glow and then on all of them and then putting them in the lamp, because I feel like the cat eye particles, they shift really fast. So you want to get them cured quickly. That's been my experience. If you've had a different one, please let us know what that is below. See, I think I did a little better with this one than the thumb. I think I'm starting to get the hang of it a little bit, but I just need to keep doing it. And so that's just more content for you guys. I'm going to play so much more because you hate to waste these beautiful gels. You want to share them with everybody. They're just so pretty. Oh, look at that. I love them. Still not done though. We're still playing. Still playing. Oh, there it is. Look at that. Look at that. Oh, guys, I'm so enamored I forgot to talk. They're the cat eyes. The cat eyes. They're in the house. They're freaking gorgeous. Look at the shiftiness of it. First it's there, then it's there. Oh, I love it. I love it. I want to say every polish should be cat eye, but maybe that's going a little bit too far. Maybe just a little. Now let's shift over to the pink. And you can see here that the polish is actually like it's a pink polish. I think it's a little on the jelly side though. So look at how I messed that nail up. I did it on the stand for my lamp. Whatever. These things happen. Easy peasy lemon squeezy to fix. So we're just coming in and laying this down. And then it's time to activate the cat eye. There's your song for the day. Honestly, I'm sick, so I'm shocked that even happened. Oh, look. And you can see though when you almost eliminate all of it that it looks pretty sheer. So I think it might be a little on the jelly side. So that's why I'm glad I put that pink under there. Just for a nice base. Playing, just playing. Making it go different places so I can see where I like it. Oh, it's all gone. Oh, there it's back. And you know what you can do with a slightly dry brush? You can, of the polish, you can go over it again and sort of reactivate everything if you feel like you really messed it up. So it's very forgiving, I think, personally. And there we go. Just a little more play, a little more love. Oh, that's so pretty, guys. I love it. I love it. Okay, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Now we're going to repeat that same process on the other two. Oh my goodness. I'm sure you heard that little sniffle, and I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. I don't mean to be gross. It just sucks to have a summer cold. Honestly, it sucks to have a cold no matter when it is. I'm just going to say that. Luckily, today's cold, not that bad. I've had worse colds, but I'm not getting to see my grandson today because of this silly cold. I don't want to get him sick. He's already got a cough, and I just don't feel like I could keep up with him today. He's a busy 4-year-old, and when Gigi is sick, Gigi gets cranky. And of course, he does call me Gigi because Gigi is not my name. It's my grandmother name. That's why I'm your great glam granny. Although I'm not a great granny yet. But that's why I picked Gigi, because I don't want to be great grandma ever. I just want to be grandma, so I'm Gigi, right? There you go. And I do have grandchildren old enough to give me great grandchildren. So hopefully not yet. They're still pretty young, right? Star could, but I think she doesn't want kids. So there it is. There it is. Finishing up the cat eye. Here we go. Just making everything so pretty. Investigating the different ways you can move it. So pretty. So pretty. Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, there it goes. So pretty. All right, now we're going to do a little bit of stamping because, like I said, it's a non-dominant application. I cannot draw things with my left hand. I can do very simple things, but it's a Solstice set, and so I want to come in with some golden suns. We're going to set one of them right here. I'm sorry for my stuffily nose. Now we're going to add the second sun on another pink nail. We're going to do stamping on the pink nails. And then on the purple nails, I've got some really cute water decals that we're going to add because first with the suns, we're going to celebrate the solstice. And with this potion, we're going to celebrate just witchcraft in general, making a potion on the solstice, casting a spell on the solstice, which I'm really excited for my solstice spell this year. There's our potion. And now we've got these two have been soaking in the water, and they are just little golden butterflies because we're also, as much as I don't love it, we're celebrating summer. I am not a summer girl. I'm a spring and fall girl. And there it is. Although honestly, I really do like the summer colors, and I really like the deep tones of winter. So, it's not, I'm a mixture. As far as weather goes, I'm spring and fall, but colors, I'm summer and winter, I think. That's okay. That's me enjoying the whole year. Okay, and we've got one more little butterfly here for our ring finger. And then we're going to get right into our top coat situation. Whoa, out of the way, please. Out of the way. Here we go. And with the water decals, they're very forgiving. If you don't like it, you can just pull it right off and put it back on. Adding a little water helps make it movable. So they're so forgiving. I love water decals. They're amazing. So we're just coming in and giving everything a juicy base coat or top coat. And this is by Light Elegance again. They're super shiny. My hair is purple right now. And this is the only top coat I've ever used that doesn't change color when you have dyed hair. So if you dye your hair, give that a try. You can buy it. It's not that expensive. Lots of places will sell it to you. Some places won't because it isn't actually a quote unquote pro product. But there's some shops out there that will. If you need to know the ones I use, let me know and I will let you know, like in a community post or something. But here we are nourishing our skin. And this is our finished set. Guys, I'm really happy I did these on myself. They came out even cuter than I imagined. I wasn't really sure what I was going to do for art on my nails for the solstice, but then I remembered I have those witchy plates, and I knew there were sun symbols on there, and I thought that's perfect. Butterflies for summer, and bing, bang, boom, you got a solstice set. So I hope you like them as much as I do. They're subtle, right? They're summery and they're solsticey, but they also take a moment to take in all of the beauty. Because first, that cat eye is going to catch your eye, but then you look a little closer and you see the suns in the golden color and those beautiful golden butterflies. It all works. For me, it all just works. Guys, thank you so much for coming by today and watching my video. I love spending time with you every week, and I just can't tell you how much I care about you guys, each and every one of you. I really can't wait till we get to our 1,000 subscriber goal, because we're going to have another giveaway. So if you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button. We're going to see you in the next video. Mwah! Bye-bye.